he writes the sweet scenes, not cringy.
Buongiorno, JSLs, and welcome to episode 10 of Is It Bawal the Jonaxx podcast. I am your resident JSL Marites Nicole, here to give you sass, pizzazz, and opinions hotter than your group chat's gossip. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're on episode 10 now, double digits na! And as you can see, I am debuting my new perm here. I hope you guys like it. So, before everything else, I would like to tell everyone my disclaimer that the views and opinions of this podcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Jonaxx, the author herself. So, without further ado, let me introduce you now to episode 10's guest. Alright guys, here she is, my guest for episode 10, Eloise. Hi Eloise!
Hi, Nicole. How nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. So, how are you doing? And if you don't mind, can you share a little something about how you became a JSL?
I became a JSL like I don't know ever since she started in Wattpad. Maybe I can't remember. I can't even remember what's the first story that I read that she wrote. But yeah, why I became a JSL is because I like the way she writes the story. Like, kasi may ibang authors na, well, they are romance. So, supposedly they are cringy at some point. Like, they have the same plots, they have the same endings. But then she writes the plots like in a very unexpected way. And then he writes the sweet scenes, not cringy. And then as time goes by, when she started writing like the R18 scenes, it's never like nakakadiri basahin. Kind of at some point. So that's why I guess I became like her fan. And as I grow old, as I witness how she writes, how she evolved, like right now she's diving into like this mafia romance and then like very sensitive topics. So parang you get to see her become or grow as a writer, as an author. Yeah, so that's why I am a very ngayon kasi nakalaylo ako kasi may binabasa akong mga international books. So but just lately, I started reading again yung kay Sendo.
It was you.
Medyo stamp reader ako ngayon. Kasi may ibang ginagawa. But then, I'm trying to advance at least mga 5 chapters every day. So yeah, medyo
okay.
relate my adult life na. Before talaga nung college, high school, I'm very like talagang tutok sa kanya. And I can still remember nagbabasa ako is sa PC pa. Like, wala pa yung sa PC. Pag-uwi sa bahay, yun talaga yung inaatupag. So, yes. That's why that's how I became a fan of her.
Yeah. That's great. And thanks for sharing that backstory then. And yeah, it's really nice to see kapag yung favorite author mo is you see how she evolves in her writing, right? And she just becomes great as time goes by. Much greater as time goes by. Yeah. Okay, guys. So, for part 1 of episode 10, we are gonna be talking about Sands of Time, which is, as we all know, is a big fan favorite of JSLs. So, to kick off this topic, we are gonna be starting with Soleil's character. So, take it away, Eloise.
Yeah, so Soleil's character is, para sa akin, is very sheltered but not in a good way because parang yung diba, yung tatay niya is parang nilalayo siya sa like the real world. So she's very sheltered. At some point she's very naive, innocent.
Yeah.
And sabi nila wala daw kasi siyang there are like may mga critics na wala daw masyadong character development. And I think that's where Raj came into her life na parang she got exposed to the world, like having friends, hanging out with friends. But yeah, the way she was introduced to the in the story was like ganun, innocent, sheltered, and parang masyado siyang naive. Like she can't even parang interact
I know.
properly in the
Mhm.
sex. Like parang sa kanya okay lang kasi walang mali siya sa kanya. But then syempre maganda siya and something like that. Yung mga iba may crush sa kanya, like when she interacts with them, parang para sa kanila may mali siya na. So parang ganun, she's innocent in her honor. But then you can see her like she met Raj, she was with her teacher. I forgot the name of her teacher that time, but then she
Miss Avila ba yun?
oh parang
Something like,
but I
yeah.
forgot. And then she got introduced to Cresia, to
Mhm.
Chris, stuff like that. And then parang na-expose siya into like mall, and then she became like more comfortable onto herself. And then parang andun pa rin when she became like much older. Andun pa rin yung parang and I'm not saying that it is a bad thing. Parang andun pa rin yung insecurities niya on how far Raj world from hers, because
Mhm.
they were young, they were really far apart. But parang ganun, it's still in there, the lingering insecurity niya na, and good thing naman na ina-assure siya ni Raj. So, yun yung parang character ni Soliel.
Yeah, totoo. I agree kasi tama nga, yung introduction nga kay Soleil, she is a very sheltered person nga. At saka, ang napapansin ko sa kanya, parang hindi siya ganun ka-aware na ang ganda-ganda niyang babae. Like,
Yeah,
tama yung sinabi mo na kapag yung nakikipag-interact siya, whichever person it is, mapababae o lalaki, lalo na pag sa lalaki, like, siguro parang wala siyang awareness na nagagandahan na pala sa kanya yung lalaking yon na pero siya like very innocent lang. And alam mo, in a way, yung pagiging sheltered ni Soleil, I can relate in a sense na because I also had a strict mom growing up. So, alam mo yung feeling ko nitong naging adult na ako, parang dun ako mas natuto sa mga bagay-bagay sa buhay. So, di ba ganun din yung nangyari kay Soleil nung nakalaya siya sa shackles from her dad and then naging city girl na siya. Kumbaga doon nag-start maging mas malaki yung mundo niya, di ba?
Yes.
Kaya nga, para bang in a way, yung nangyayari sa kanya doon sa probinsya, yung tragedy na nangyari, it's kind of like naging blessing in disguise. Yes, it opened up doors for her na mag-explore, to see the world out there, na meron pa palang life, more into life than what she had back then in her hometown. I'm not saying it's a bad thing na if she chose to settle there, but like seeing where the grass is greener, para bang it just opens up your eyes to bigger and better things in life. Kaya masaya rin ako na alam mo yung kumbaga nag-evolve din yung buhay ni Soleil, di ba? And then yung nga lang ang sad na part ng sa character niya is yung the way na hinubog siya ng god niya na ginagawa siyang isang sham na manggagamot, gano'n, yung parang leader ng cult. So in a way it's quite sad, pero I'm parang alam mo yung that's why we were rooting for, as a reader, you're really rooting for her na makaalis sa ganung situation. Tapos yung nga talagang ang laking bonus din na in love sa kanya yung isang katulad ni Raj, to be honest. At talagang like girl, nasayo na ang lahat.
When I was reading that part na parang syempre Raj had feelings for her, but then he never parang ano ba yan? Parang he never clipped her wing. He never parang di ba nung bata pa siya, like si Raj pa yung parang nag-encourage sa kanya to hang out to meet her friends, to hang out with her friends, and then to actually experience what is it to have friends na boys and girls na aside dun sa parang community nila dun sa tawag ba yun, parang barrio nila or something. Tapos, but then, andun pa rin yung, mafe-feel mo pa rin yung parang protectiveness ni Raj. Lalo na yung parang mahinalikan siya sa cheeks, something like that. Tapos, parang, okay, it's, siguro if you are like possessive in a parang toxic way, you won't allow that to happen, but then, Raj is as Raj na parang, my God, golden boy. Is masyadong mabait. So, I mean, not masyadong, but you know, he's like understanding and he knows where, or he understands where Soleil is coming from, na ganun siya na parang sheltered and very, hindi ko talaga mahanap yung word na dapat i-describe sa kanya, but then, yung marang masyadong experience to interacting with normal people, ganon. So, yeah.
I guess what you wanted. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go on.
I guess I think what you're trying to say is Raj is an understanding person, and he knows where to meet Soleil halfway. Kasi yung nga, tama nga yung sinasabi mo, like naiintindihan niya na si Soleil nga, hindi niya katulad si Soleil na exposed sa maraming bagay, na maraming alam sa iba't ibang bagay. Kasi nga, very sheltered yung buhay niya doon sa baryo nila. Kaya alam ni Raj kung where to, alam ni Raj yung point where to meet Soleil, like para maintindihan niya yung situation niya. Tsaka yun nga, tama yung sinabi mo, he never clipped her wings. And kumbaga parang he let her grow. He let her grow as a person. Diba?
Yes.
Kahit na he's very much in love with her, ganon. Yun nga, hindi niya hinayaan na mag-grow as a person si Soleil. Tsaka it's been a long time since I read Sands of Time, pero sa pagkakaalala ko nga, si Raj, he's a really sweet guy. Yun yung naalala ko sa kanya. Yeah. And he loves both his parents so much. And syempre, you know, when you grow up in a household filled with love, ma-adapt mo yun in your own personality eh. Kaya, it's not a big surprise na Raj grew up being a sweet and lovable guy. Kaya nga, isa nga siya sa mga big fan favorites na J-boys and JSLs, right? siya yung parang bias ko na J-boy. So, I get you, girl. I get you.
Parang, nasa kanya na ang lahat. Charot.
Oo nga, nasa yan na ang lahat.
Ganon talaga. But then, you know, you parang kasi if in a normal like normal person, maganda si Soleil, like maganda siya, and then if you are like someone na in love sa kanya, you would tend to like gatekeep her, for her to enjoy the world, and then like parang ganun, parang babakuran mo in a very toxic way. And then, as you've mentioned, Raj is very exposed to things. Parang, when he was with Soleil, he never rushed things with her. Like, slowly, like, they became like, sa first is crush lang, and then they became friends, and then slowly but surely, but then you know that the intention of Raj was there.
Yes.
Parang gusto niya talaga si Soleil, but then he never rushed things. Kasi parang ilan ba taon yung agwat nila? 5 years or something? Hindi ko lang
I think more than 5 pa nga. I think I would say 6 ba or 7 between those two numbers, yeah.
So, parang high school siya and then college na ata si Raj nung time na yun, something.
Yeah. Medyo malaki nga yung gap nila. Pero, ayun nga, he was really patient with her, and kaya I would talagang masasabi mong they really deserve to have each other, di ba?
Yes.
Okay, so let's jump sa second subtopic natin for part 1, which is Raul's grief and darkness. So kanina medyo masaya yung topic, ngayon medyo pumunta tayo sa medyo malungkot na part. So take it away, Luis.
Diba you've mentioned that Raj grew up in a loving household, like her parents really love each other, like
Yeah.
Uh, and then, yung nangyari dun sa tragic happening, her mom being violated, his mom being violated, his mom, baliktad na tuloy. His mom being violated, and then his dad just, died protecting, his mom. So, if you are like, for someone na parang masyadong lovable, masyadong sweet, it takes a lot to be so, to feel anger, to feel, the darkness envelop him. Di ba nga, there was a point that he really want to kill, yung tatay ni Soleil, si Baltasar. And then, grief and darkness is really like parang a big catalyst on how you would grow up as a person.
Exactly.
If you babied, or if you take care of that grief, you take care of, you get yourself be, like, enveloped by the darkness. Parang the way ka na to live as a person is so dark na rin. And then, di ba nga, kaya, I'm not sure, parang palusot niya lang siguro na, siguro meron siyang revenge, thing kay Soleil, kaya niya sinundan. But then, he really loved the girl. He really loved Soleil. But at the last minute na parang nahuli na si Baltasar, he knows how dark he can be. Like, he can, like, really just shoot, Baltasar right there, and then even if it's in front of Soleil. But then he just saw Soleil, and then it's like he can't do it. Like, he really just, he didn't forgive Baltasar, but then for the person that he loves, it's like if you pull that trigger, it will always be there as a taint in your relationship.
Exactly.
Kahit pa magpakasal kayo, it will always be there. Walang sabihin, because we know Soleil, like, he would give in to his grief, to his darkness, to his anger. Like, he would, like, she would just give in to that. Like, take your anger into me, kahit pa siya saktan, or kahit masaktan siya, even though, paano ba to explain? Papa niya pa rin si Baltasar, that even though nawa niya, papa niya pa rin at the end of the day. So, and then Soleil is, Raj is Soleil's, parang mahal niya rin si Raj. So, if pinatay, I don't know if you can say that word, but then if he pulled really that trigger, and then in front of Soleil, it will always be a taint in their relationship. And Raj knows that if he pulled it, it will be like there's no turning back. Like, their relationship would be a whole new lot of thing na parang ano na talaga siya, parang a bottleneck to their relationship, kumbaga. Even though maiintindihan ni Soleil bakit niya ginawa yun or something like that, but then it will always be there, parang ganon. So ganon, it's you can feel how dark he is at that moment talaga, like how he really, yung parang thoughts niya, sa POV niya. Hindi ko kasi nabasa yung special chapter, pero yung thoughts niya dun sa POV niya sa wakas, like, he was really willing to pull the trigger, but then he saw Soleil, and then like that. So ganon. And it takes a lot for a person to harbor that grief, to harbor that darkness, and then it also takes a lot from that person to let go of that darkness and that grief because of someone you love might get hurt. Ganon.
Yeah, I totally agree. Kasi, yun nga, alam mo yung nakakabilib kay Raj na kahit na, syempre, napakasakit na mawalan siya ng ama, tapos nalaman niya pa how that happened. It's very tragic. Yung bang nanaig pa rin yung kabaitan ng puso niya at the end of the day. And because of how much she loves Soleil, na kahit napakadali sa kanya to just, like you said, pull the trigger and just kill the person that killed his father, na-realize niya rin siguro na it will always be a cloud hanging over their relationship kapag yung naging sila ni Soleil and everything. Kasi kapag syempre, if you did that heinous crime, talagang parang mababother ka talaga doon for the rest of your life. Diba?
Yes.
Kahit pa alam niya na maiintindihan ni Soleil bakit nagawa niya yun sa tatay niya, hindi na mawawala yung stain na yun sa kanilang relationship and sa mga buhay nila. And I think it might even get to the point na if talagang napatay nga ni Raul si Baltasar, I think hindi nakakayanin, and then baka hindi magiging strong relationship nila ni Soleil. At baka hindi rin sila maging everlasting na couple. In my opinion, I think so.
Yeah.
Na magiging ganun sila.
Mhm.
Kaya for him to have that strength na pigilan yung sarili niyang ilagay sa kamay niya yung hustisya, that's very commendable of him. And which it just makes him much more deserving of a man to Soleil, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's jump na to subtopic number 3, Raul's impact to Soleil's life.
Oh yeah, I mean we already touched it dun sa mga naunang topic on how how he impacted, or how Raul had an impact on Soleil's life. Yun nga, he never limit her, ganon. He never parang clipped her wings. He actually encouraged her to experience life. Yung sa prom.
Oh my God, I love that part. Sa prom.
Kasi, di ba, ikaw, parang, kasi may ganitong scene, like prom, if you really like the girl, you would gate crush the prom or something like that just to keep an eye on the girl or something like that. But then he never did that. Like, he just really he just let Soleil go. And then, yun na, nangyari na yung trahedyang yun.
I know.
After. But then, even before that, like, parang pinahayaan niya si Soleil na mag-hang out with her friends.
Mag-enjoy lang siya, yeah. Diba?
And then, after, like, they met again after several years, like, kasama niya na si Crescia, parang hinahayaan pa rin niya si Soleil na parang mag-hang out with Crescia, like, experience life, mag-mall, or something like that. Parang, though parang andun siya na nakasunod palagi, but then, parang, he just really wants to be there. And I think he really enjoys the idea that he gets to witness Soleil experience new things in life. Like, he actually enjoys that Soleil is like, widens her world or something like that.
Yes, yeah.
And even sa mga sa mga away nila, like, he just lets Soleil like get mad at her. yung parang sa isip niya, para daw Diyosa na nagagalit sa kanya.
Oo, naalala ko yung description na yan. Ang cute talaga nung part na yun.
Hindi ko talaga yun makakalimutan na description niya sa POV niya na nung nagagalit sa kanya. Like, para daw siyang Diyosa na nagagalit sa kanya na parang bumubuka pa yung ilong or something like that. Yung parang tatatawa ako din. Hindi mo, sa POV niya, hindi mo ma-serious na nagagalit si Soleil kasi yun yung description niya, tapos parang ikaw matatawa ka na lang rin. And, ganon, parang, also, just a touch of their sensuality. He actually, yun nga, he never rushed Soleil to experience those things, yung sensual part. He encouraged her, but then he never
forced his way. Yeah, he
never forced his way into it. Parang si Soleil pa ngayon nahihiya na mag-take ng picture sa bed, ganun. Parang yung ganun, like, parang na-enjoy niya rin naman, which is parang for a guy to have that restraint to limit someone they love, and then kasi mahirap siya if you really love someone. I believe like you really have to let her go, let her not let her go like ano, but let her experience things.
Let them grow. Yeah. Let them grow in their own way. Yeah.
Let them commit mistakes, and then let them, experience yung parang masaktan, and then and you as a person is na mahal sila, you actually just be there. You don't need to say anything, parang ganun. You just have to be present in their life, and then
Exactly.
enjoy what they are enjoying. Yung ganun. Enjoy
Yeah.
them. Watching them mature, watching them being wise, ganun. Yes.
Yeah. Tama yun. Basta as long as they are in a good path, in the right path. And hindi sila yung parang hurt or nakakasakit na ibang tao. That's okay. Like, you just let the person experience life. And importante rin kasi yung magkaroon ka ng a variety of experiences in life kasi that's how you grow as a person. Kaya nga, going back, sobrang nakaka-fulfill makita na lumawak yung mundo ni Soleil, that she was able to go beyond do sa life experience sa barrio nila. So, and
then actually, it's nice to have your own identity.
Yes.
From your identity sa relationship ninyo.
Exactly. Oo. Totoo yan.
You are you first before you are someone else's. Parang ganon.
Yes, oo. Like, you have to have like a strong grip on your own personality and who you are as a person before ka makipagrelasyon. Hindi yung para bang ginawa mo ng personality, pagiging partner mo sa tao. Because before you met naman, you are your own person naman eh. Diba? So, kailangan you have to establish that foundation within yourself before you get yourself in a relationship. Kasi if you don't do it, para siya magiging destructive to you and to your partner.
Yeah. Yes, correct. Ganon. So yeah, I really believe na parang ganon si Soleil and then si Raj. They have their own they have their own identities before they are like each other's partners. So yeah, that's why they understand each other and they can like actually meet halfway because they know what they want.
Exactly.
At the same time, they know what each other wants. Parang
exactly. Yeah. Parang they are complementary with each other sa madaling salita.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. So, to wrap up part 1 of episode 10, ang last nating subtopic is Felicia's indifference and grief. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Take it away.
Like sa last part. Yeah, because, asawa mo yung nawala. Like, and then, and it's not just like any person. It's not a stranger. It was someone they actually let stay sa kanilang parang land ba yun or something. Na parang kilala niya rin. Yung parang kilala niya ever since she was young. Ganun. And then, they trusted that person so much, and then yun pala siya lang yung magiging dahilan why the person you love, you lost the person you love. And so it's kind of understandable bakit ayaw ni Felicia kay Soleil. Like, siya,
very rational siya. Yeah.
But then it was like indifferent siya, like really, parang kulang na lang tanongin niya si Raj na parang talaga, like the daughter of the man who killed your dad. Siya talaga.
Sa lahat-lahat ng babae, siya pa talaga. Ganong feeling, di ba?
So, you kinda understand that because hindi naman siya common, but parang in some point, it can be happening in real life. Not at that level, na talagang patayan or something. But then yung parang tatraidor sa'yo tapos talagang yung tao pa yung mamahalin mo or something.
Yung related pa doon sa nang traitor sa'yo, di ba?
Correct.
Yeah.
So, ganun. Parang maiintindihan mo talaga siya. And yung, tawag nito, ganun. Parang maki-question mo si Raj kung parang pinapapili or something like that. But then, as a mother, you know, you will still wish for your sons or your kids' happiness.
Exactly.
It may take time for her to like accept Soler because
Oh yeah, for sure.
hindi naman like the sins of the father is the sins of the son, or in this the daughter. So magkaibang tao naman sila.
Exactly.
And I think Soler like suffered enough.
Exactly.
Like
She's gone through enough in life.
Yeah, she's gone through enough. She was like sort of exiled sa parang lugar na kinalakan niya. Like it took a long time for her to go back. It was like almost she's living like hiding sa dun sa kinakresya. And then like parang syempre the way yung confrontation, hindi naman siya like super heavy na confrontation nila ni Sole, like nung umalis si Raj, like di naman siya super heavy, but then you can really feel na maawa ka rin naman kay Felicia. You prayed for that person to come into your life. You made a family with that person. You made a life with that person.
Exactly.
Only to be taken away by someone. And then unfortunately that your son loves the daughter of that person who took away your love. And yeah, so parang maiintindihan mo rin siya, masasaktan ka rin. At the same time, masasaktan ka rin sa part ni Solel na parang, bakit pa kasalanan ko? Ganun. Yung nangyari. And yeah, so, and then yung confrontation, din talaga ako sa confrontation nila ni Raj, nung bumalik na si Raj, na sinabi ni Raj, kung pinaalis mo, baka pati sa akin din nababalik.
Oh my gosh, yes. Ang iconic ng line na yan, no?
Like, ever since, like, ilang beses ko na yan nare-read, like, kasi favorite ko talaga siya na story, so I read it. Pag every time na mabasa ko, parang ang sakit pa rin. Parang first time ko nabasa. And, yun,
Tirok pa rin ang feeling.
Oo. Yung parang, hindi pa naman totally forgiven or natanggap ni Felicia si Sole, but then she was willing to give way to the parang sa sarili niyang sakit, and na natanggapin niya na lang kasi I think nakita niya rin siguro how Raj suffered without like Sole. Like kung tutuusin, it was like 3 person. So Raj lost 3 person, her dad, her mom, and Sole at that time. Like parang his dad kasi parang yun nga namatay, and then his mom because parang nawala rin si Felicia. It was like she was so sad and something like that. And then Sole was umalis si Sole, hindi niya mahanap for how many days or something like that. It's like that. So parang as a mom, oo, nasaktan ako, but then I think my son also have suffered enough. Like he took care of his mom na nawalan ng asawa, ganun. And he actually became like more mature because of that.
Yeah. Parang he grew up much faster when the tragedy happened. Kasi of course he had to look after his grieving mother, and that's a big responsibility, honestly, at a young age.
Yeah, it would have been very easy for Felicia to be selfish and then just carry the grief, like talagang tutulan sila. But then parang ganon, she's still a mother and she still wants the best or wants her son's happiness at the end of the day. Ganon siya. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
As a mother.
I know.
talking like a mother. Ganun.
Yeah, I guess in a way you can relate kasi di ba mom ka rin. And
Yes.
totoo yun, it's a very hard pill for Felicia to swallow. Natanggapin si Soleil as a future daughter-in-law kasi nga related siya dun sa pumatay kay Hades. But then, tama ka nga, because she is a mother after all, gusto niya rin na maging maligaya din yung anak niya. And tama nga, Raj has suffered more than enough over the years. And, you know, ang ganda din ng perspective na sinabi mo na he actually, over the years, he lost 3 persons. Yung nga, yung dad niya, like, of course, physically, nawala sa mundo. And then yung si Felicia, because of her grief, para bang nawala na yung sense of self niya. And it's like, she lost that type of person the type of person she was before Hades was gone. Like, yun yung self ni Felicia na nawala, diba? And then, yung nga si Soleil, who literally moved away from the barrio dahil nga sa tragedy. So, it's a whole lot of drama and emotionally stirring scenes dito sa Sands of Time. Kaya, no wonder talagang marami talagang gustong-gusto tong kwentong to. Kasi, hindi lang siya talaga puro pakilig. Talagang, it really slaps you the slice of life type of drama.
I was really skeptical on reading Sands of Time. Kasi, di ba, yung parang prologue niya was actually talking about Lady of Light. Parang parang fiction. Fantasy to. Ano pa to? Parang story na to. May fairy, ganun. So parang hindi ko to gustong basahin. But then, yun nga, don't judge the book by its cover or the prologue.
Exactly.
And then, at the end of the day, naging mas favorite ko pa siya. And favorite ko talaga couple. Like, like, ilang pang lumabas dyan.
Babalik at babalik talaga sa Raleigh.
Yes.
Alright. Okay, so do you have any more final thoughts before we wrap up part 1?
Yun lang. Like, in someone's grief and like anger, this story really is a parang proof na no matter how dark you've become, no matter how much you cave into your anger, or no matter how much you took care of that over the years, love really is like a light at the end of the tunnel that will show you a whole different perspective in life, that there are still positive things that would come, and that also at the end of the day, even though how much you are hurt, you have experienced pain, it will still be worth it. Like, be it like Felicia having like, di ba, parang masakit yun nangyari sa kanya, but then ngayon, like in a perspective, he lost his husband, but then he gained like parang a new self identity. Parang he get to discover that she can actually forgive someone who related to someone related to the person who wronged them, something like that. Raj, yun nga, kahit pa gano'n siya kagalit, she would never take that risk. He would never take that risk to, you know, be the person who would hurt Lay, no matter how much understanding Lay is. And si Soleil is parang, yeah, she's a person na parang came out of her shell.
Exactly.
Quite literally and figuratively. And yeah, that totally sums up the whole story. Like, it's a story of love, parang anger, darkness, and how actually love just wins in any way.
All right. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for listening sa episode 10 part 1. I will post our social media accounts here, so follow kayo if tip nyo lang naman. And I will see you guys sa episode 10 part 2. So stay tuned. Bye-bye!